fight has begun.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Combo Breaker 2017. We're here with BlazBlue Central Fiction's Top 8. My name is Angelo DeGrandis, and I'm here with my co-host.
I am NobodyEXE, and you can follow us at NobodyEXE and
The Core. We have probably one of my favorite matches of the evening lined up as number one for you guys. The first match, we've got the Armando himself, probably the most prestigious Rachel in America at the moment.
Yes, and he just came straight here from KSB.
Right, yeah. I really believe that the practice in Japan kind of did everything for him. He was able to hone his character, refine his skills against the best in Japan, but we'll have to put it to the test against
the lab monster known as SKD.
Joshin Hart, recently picked up by Panda Global, probably the strongest American BlazBlue player in the tournament circuit right now. Would you say, Alex?
I would definitely agree. And then over in the other side of the winner's bracket, we have Dogura versus Havoc Noah. Havoc Noah definitely surprised a lot of people. Ended up winning his pool with a Kissy K inside of it.
It was definitely a tough matchup. Fortunately, Havoc Noah was able to really flex all that Nine has to offer in that matchup. You know, he did a wonderful job. I think the secret for this matchup actually is going to be if Arm can really navigate just the wall that is Izuyoi.
Well, the thing is in this matchup, whenever you let Izuyoi get her stocks, that is when you know you are at the disadvantage. Before her stocks kick in, that's when you can really run your game. If you can knock her down and prevent her from really gaining the stocks, and maybe even taking the burst from her.
All right, guys, first match at Combo Breaker, BBCF Top 8, let's go!
And already Armando is starting out very strong with the early lead.
Armando played extremely well against Nakiel in top 16, was able to defeat the other Izuyoi of America. Really showed that he has the matchup experience. I don't think he's lacking for any knowledge here.
And we see SKD actually stuck in the corner right now, but impeccable blocking.
He does manage to get 5 stocks, transforming this into a good conversion.
That should be corner carry almost. Oh wow, actually going into mode change and getting more stocks before going in.
It is kind of costly for her to navigate neutral. It requires a lot of teleports, a lot of D-sabers, so those extra stocks might come in handy later, but Danger State is actually going to put SKD at kind of a disadvantage here.
Yeah, no, he's been using a lot of the option selects to really block a lot of Rachel's mix-ups, and actually the Arm winding himself into danger, getting himself crossed up.
Armando kind of pushed George full screen, trying to get a little bit of pressure mid-screen.
Did you see that jump C actually killing George?
I think he has about 700 health, so jump C is pretty high damage normal, managed to kill in one hit.
And SKD going back into that mode change, normal mode now.
SKD weaving in and out of the Iris. Tempest Dolly trying to get back some win. Armando keeping his game plan clean, full screen.
Now, SKD now stuck at no stocks, but his burst is back, so we could probably see an overdrive next.
Any random hit into OD is going to convert into a lot of stocks at this low health. Now Armando can clip by some safe. Oh, good jump beat from SKD.
All right, tagging the Arm actually, and that will take it.
Kind of a messy first game for both players. It is a hectic neutral game. You know, you have a lot to navigate. There's a lot. Lobelia's going out. There's Fast. There's Lightning.
And the wind really messes up a lot of movement options for both the players. And actually, the Arm messing up one of his first combos.
Armando does manage to convert into a good corner combo here. With Bats, he's going to be able to get back some win and secure some life steal in his next hit confirm.
He actually messed up the Oki right there. He was supposed to do the Bats for Amidi.
Fortunately, it's working out. He's managed to keep SKD trapped in. Oh, Josh has an opportunity to get out of the corners here.
The overhead, and that's going to be 4 stocks. Trying to bait out that counter assault?
Yeah, very, very patient offense from SKD. He's really hoping Armando takes the chance to take a button.
Right, using that gain art movement to get around from George.
Armando has stated to me previously, he said, whenever I play SKD, he makes me play at a furious pace. I really got to speed everything up and use everything Rachel has to.
Uh-oh, that's... Oh, no, wow, actually getting punished for mode changing right there.
Great defense from the Arm managed to hit off the RC.
And then there's the Estrella. look at that damage. Oh, and the dirty cross-up. Armando's going to not get his burst back, so this should be able to kill with Horizon.
SKD picking up game 1.
That was a hectic match, man. That was such fast pace.
I'm on those feet. You know, he's liking it, though. You know, he's getting warm.
Anybody that plays against SKD has the most fun.
Well, you know, it's just the pace and the intensity of the game is what does it, because he just executes his game plan at a speed that's unprecedented. So,
and he can also play at your speed if you want to slow it down.
Yeah,
he is a very versatile player from what I've gathered. You know, in the games that I played against them, watching him play against. Oh no, that is so unfortunate. Tried to do a dash 3C and instead got 2C instead.
He still has plenty of wind meter to work with, and with this corner, good blocks by SKD.
Wins himself into the corner on accident. That's 4 stocks of gain arch.
Ooh! Armando really went for all the blocks there. Now SKD is a little short for stocks. He's going to need to either convert into OD or like, yeah, there is. Back to mode change.
Inserting those Sonic Sabers. A little bit too low to the ground for him to really get that easy confirm. Knockdown. Oh no, messes up.
SKD a little frigid at the moment. Wow, actually managed to negate the D-Saber with Iris.
Yeah, if Izayoi gets hit, those Irises roll away. And this could be a lot of damage.
Into super bat life drain, at least 4,000.
And there's Trans Am.
Now Armando has a lot of options here. He's got George out, he's got Iris. Opportunity to keep Izayoi in the corner despite Trans Am being out. Unfortunately, SKD managed to wither the storm and slip out of the corner.
Now we have a situation in which SKD can really bring this back. And there's a Lobelia right there. Using 3C to get right underneath it.
Oh wow, the excellent D-teleport there.
The Trans Am is going to keep SKD safe for the most part. Nice blocks.
Armando is managed to rob SKD up of almost all of his barrier. He's going to open up the possibility for more mix-ups on his next 6.
Ooh, nice, nice. You saw that he did that forward dash and immediately double jump because she retained that double jump after her dash.
It also allowed Izayoi to flip around and hit on the correct side with jump A.
See both these players trying to really navigate each other. And SKD does have the arm blocking. Only 1 stock though, so.
Armand's staying patient, you know, he's not trying to get counter hit. Izayoi's normal mode mix-up isn't exactly stellar. She's just trying to get you to block some special moves. Ooh, once again, a great jump A for SKD.
Izayoi is definitely one of those characters. With 4, she's going to do a lot with it.
These characters' ability to move about the screen is just so stupendous. It's really hard to capitalize off of RA because you don't quite know exactly where your opponent's going to be at any given time.
Georgia is on the field, and SKD will get tagged. IAD.
Nice to confirm for Armando. Full corner carry.
Good win to end. Armando a little bit scared to press the button, and there it is, the Estrella RC mix-up.
SKD about to run out of OD. Oh, misses the EA, but he still does have active flow, so his OD generation is going to be pretty high here.
Nice block. It always scares me how fast her teleport actually happens.
Yeah, in reality. SKD picking up the 2nd game.
And look at Armando with the biggest smirk on his face.
Armando does have a second life as he moves on into the loser's bracket.
Now, he did end up taking, beating Nagil to get into that winner, so now he's going to be stuck in the shark pool with Nagil now.
So you might see a double jeopardy. Yeah. Congratulations to SKD, moving on to winners semis.
Yeah, and up next, we should have Havoc Noah versus Dogra, as we were talking before, and there he is, coming straight from his victory over in Guilty Gear.
He's definitely, he's got a lot of energy on him. He took those 6 straight games, I think it was.
I think it was like one game.
And then it was 5.
Yes, 1-5. 1-6.
Right.
Yeah.
So Dogra, sticking with Azrael after all this time, he's been playing the character since the release of CP. You guys may remember the EVO 2013?
I believe 2014. 2014, yeah.
2014 finals where he just took a close second against Galileo. It's probably the tournament that introduced him to the American anime scene.
You see Dogra's face right there when
he's like,
oh, 9.
He's still grimacing.
Now, this matchup is very volatile because Azrael doesn't really have the movement options to catch a 9 in a lot of places.
You know, there are opportunities for Azriel to use his character-specific answers to a couple of Nine's tools. You know, he can growler through a couple of projectile options, and his dash is pretty good.
His dash is really
pretty good. So
it's not a 9 dash.
Yeah, but he's not completely hopeless.
Yes.
Here.
Let's see what the round start's going to be. Having Noah actually playing very patient. Usually a lot of 9s just want to start with that.
So there we go. Like I was saying earlier, Growler giving Azriel the opportunity to escape that meteor situation.
Got a buster? Nope.
Noah successfully back rolling the Sentinel Dunk, but you know, Dover, he's just kind of doing what he wants. He's
right. Notices that he used that. Ooh, nice confirm. Oh,
the
Dogra.
most patient 5C punish on the whiff, a DP there. Noah's going to be looking to go into the second round with maybe a little bit different game plan.
Having Noah definitely just got like a Street Fighter 5
yeah,
that
right was like
Dogra's spacing was so good.
He didn't even like block it. He's just like, I know this isn't gonna hit. Come here, come here, buddy.
I mean, if you block it, it's really hard to punish, man.
Oh, Amethyst incoming. Now Dogra could always special cancel block string into
a Growler, yeah. All right, stocking the fire, block on the rock.
Now Dogra's defense is stupendous, and I highly doubt. Oh, good 6C for Noah.
All right, he's gonna get the knockdown on the fairy.
Still got level 2 win on the back drive.
There's a 5D.
Going into it, Sentinel done.
That's a punish.
Oh man. No, with a pretty good wake-up situation there. He's got
has the rock. Using Nifrite.
Now Dogra's been playing really patiently with his burst. You know, he's on the verge of winning here. Normally a player would be pretty aggressive about keeping his momentum.
Yep.
But he's saying, you know, I don't really need this mechanic.
Quick get up from Dogra because having Noah did just ooh.
That jump B with 5B was beautiful.
Dogra might try to look for an unblockable right here.
You know, despite 9s really dominating normals and neutral, it seems like Dogra has no issue navigating them.
And there's that TK 4-TK Buster.
Dogra picking up the first game. Yeah, like I was saying, he's just got a great understanding of when his opponent is going to hit a button in neutral, when they're going to say, I really don't want to be approached right now, and throw out kind of like a desperation poke, and he's perfectly willing to jump over and get a good punish.
Now once again, let's see, having Noah still playing the very safe neutral, just jumping backward. CK is single spell win. All right.
Noah really trying to stick to this keep away game plan. It's working out so far.
Dogra just doesn't care. He's stuck. He's fine with blocking.
OG, man, that's a lot of block stun for Noah.
But he's perfectly content with just staying away.
In all honesty, these far-reaching hit confirms aren't going to lead to a whole lot of damage, so he's going to be given a couple opportunities to wait for Noah to make a mistake.
Snap right. Oh, getting tagged.
Oh, that's going to be a clean perfect for Havoc Noah.
There it is. There's a laser super. Like
this
I said,
is still a bad matchup.
Yeah, you saw that Noah was, instead of really forcing his way in, he just stood at a space where Astro has a really hard time getting in.
OZ through the Rekka, and this is going to give Noah a great punish.
Oh no, messes up the knockdown. Amethyst.
Ooh, great 5B from Dogra, converting into a low weak point.
Ooh, checking the up,
back
jump.
there, yeah.
Unfortunately, 9 has some of the slower buttons, so even though he instant blocked the Buster.
Azriel's stagger pressure is just so good against people without uppercuts, or without fast uppercuts, because they don't really have a lot they can do besides trying to get jumps.
Putting the elements on him again. Getting hit by Navy pressure, and then once again. Checks.
Now with the weak point here, doesn't quite get the combo into super.
That should be it, yeah.
Dogra on match point, potentially going into winners finals to face SKD.
And we've definitely seen that a couple times
and
in
I love
the
to
States.
see it again, yeah. Good jump two-way from Noah. Oh, unfortunately loses the corner there. I think he was really betting on converting that into a strong momentum, but oh wow, really nice back tag.
Panzer. Oh man, and just trying to press buttons on wake up.
Noah seems a little impatient on the wake up game, and Dogra is really playing to his
fatal. This is a lot of damage, man. Ooh!
Oh, my lord.
Dancing around Noah.
Dogura.
1, 2,
And with
3.
super, that will be the game. Dogura.
Getting dabbed on.
Dogura advancing to challenge his longtime U.S. BlazBlue rival, SKD.
SKD.
Congratulations to Noah for making it so far in the top 8. We'll see more of him in losers.
Up next, we have our top 8 losers. Nakiel repping our my team, the Team EXE. All right, guys.
Now, coming into this losers match, Nakiel versus Koopa Claus, Koopa did a great job of beating Kizzy K earlier in the tournament.
It's definitely a lot of upsets in this tournament, man.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Nakiel ended up being in losers pretty fast going into our top 24. And then Kizzy K, knocked into losers during pool, and then eliminated by Koopa Claus.
And one of the things that Koopa did really well in his game against Kizzy K is he really capitalized on just everything that Izanami has to offer.
Oh, yeah.
He went for all the mix-ups, all the knockdowns, all the amazing conversions in neutral, and Kizzy just honestly had a really hard time figuring out what to do against the character.
Yeah, definitely. But the one thing, because I am an Izanami player also, the one thing I have against Koopa Claus' playstyle is against a character like Izanami, against a character like Izayoi, barrier management is definitely
Critical.
a
Critical
thing.
So going into a button check here, guys.
Now you can see Nakiel is actually repping the EXE team brand that we are actually founding.
We'll have some more information for you guys later about what we want to do for anime players.
Or players in general.
You can grab her out of that.
Yeah, you
button.
can. And we're just having a quick button check, doing some fun stuff. Koopa Claus. I played a Koopa Claus' stick. This guy has like a 30-pound weight.
What, like ankle weights? Like
yes.
Oh, in his spring?
In his spring. I tried to play
Like it's actually just a car suspension?
Yeah, it was like legit a car suspension. It was really, it was hard to move, man. And now, whoa,
what?
Nakiel going with this Tsubaki pick. We haven't seen this all weekend.
Now, he did have a, he had a trouble keeping Izuyoi under control yesterday. And he was mentioning that he wanted to play Izuyoi, or play Tsubaki, so we'll see how it turns out. Going right into it.
Now, I think that Tsubaki actually has a pretty decent matchup against Izanami.
Just a couple good answers to a lot of his tools, like full screen charge. Izanami's drive, removing her ability to block, full screen options like that lead into a lot of damage.
And here we go, the command grab, picking up a lot of stocks.
Additionally, without Izanami having access to an uppercut, Derek's going to be able to run pretty much any offensive game he wants.
Oh, no. And that's going to be a lot of his barrier gone.
It's almost all gone already. Nakiel waking up here, but Koopa Claus does not have OD to answer to Nakiel's burst. Nakiel can take any
uppercut. Oh, no. Yeah, you cannot do that. Your barrier is gone, sir. And he's in danger.
Now, in danger state, Nakiel has a couple options available to him. He can block string into crush trigger, and it would be effectively unblockable. But it looks like he's going to capitalize on the danger state bonus damage.
No super.
Didn't super there.
All right, just going to use the bananas. And there it is, the hammer.
Taking the round.
Now, the one thing in this matchup that Nakiel did mention is that Izanami's 2B is very annoying in this matchup because it will go underneath one of Tsubaki's best buttons, which is the 5B.
Now, I wonder what it is about. Oh, the hammer once again. Nakiel getting a ton of mileage off that normal.
I mean, if they're not going to block it, man, might as well, right? And there's that TRM.
Nakiel completely imposing himself on this match. Koopa Claus is yet to find an answer. Oh, 2B might be it, though.
All right, using that projectile DP. There is no hit stun on this, though. Koopa Claus, no barrier.
The EX dive there. Koopa Claus still was just a sliver.
Oh, wow. Actually going the wrong way with the
follow-up there. Koopa converting this into a corner knockdown. He's got 100 meter to spend to really do anything he wants here.
Only a little bit of barrier, though. He activates it, and there we go.
Already gone. Doesn't even have enough to block the uppercut in that situation. Really unfortunate for him.
Nakiel sitting on 5 meter. Look at this.
Air block strings into EX hammer.
If he barriered at any point during that, he was going to go straight into danger mode.
Now, you mentioned earlier, right, that barrier management against But earlier it was Isa Yoi.
Yeah, Isa Yoi.
But you know, it's the same
It's
character.
the same thing
it's
with
the same
Tsubaki.
character.
Yeah, no, her banana super neutral. If you have ribcage on, you are effectively losing your entire bar.
And additionally, Tsubaki's pressure, her off. Oh wow, overdrive conversion for Koopa Claus. He really wants to capitalize off this hit. Let's see what he gets off of it.
That's unfortunate. He ran out just before he inputted the 6D.
Doesn't go for a punish there, but
No, you cannot do that, especially against a character with OD in check. Anything after 5C with Izanami is effectively not a mix-up unless you're making a true blocking on 3C.
Nakio securing his Seed Excel. The bonus damage provided by that mechanic is going to do a lot for Tsubaki, who normally has pretty mediocre damage.
And the bananas, once again, tried up ribcage, but
Oh,
meaty overhead.
6A.
Yeah, Koopa Claus will be sitting on his burst. Going to use it on the next match. Hammer. Hammer again.
2B,
Right there.
cleanly beaten.
We were actually talking about that. He said that playing against me and DC, we like to blow up his 5B whenever he thinks that he's going to use it with 2B. And
he had the answer.
He has the answer.
Had the answer.
Because, he gets his hammer in.
Nakio's.
Oh, no.
Whoa! Koopa Claus converts off of the explosion. Now he does have a bit of barrier here. He has at least one good ribcage knockdown on deck.
Yep.
And with OD as well, he's really looking quite red.
Oh. Now look at his barrier. And Nakio will be getting 50 meters soon, so
Beautiful combo.
unless he
from
knows
Koopa
the
Claus.
setup to beat it. Oh, getting caught low. And that is perfect for Koopa Claus.
Great walk back 2B there. There wasn't really a whole lot of a reason for him to commit to anything. And with Nakio having 50 meter for reversal super, DPRC or wake up OD, there wasn't anything else that he should have done.
Oh, yeah. Nice block on the overhead. He's going to get the knockdown. Oh, no. Unfortunate. Didn't connect. Nice.
Ooh, excellent low by Koopa Claus. He's really putting Izanami's float mix-up to its full potential.
Ooh. Instant burst from Koopa Claus, and I don't agree with that.
He does manage to kind of reset neutral. He has a little bit of a meter advantage, so unfortunately Nakio, he's really building those stocks.
Yeah. That orb, man. Oh, there it is. That's going to be big damage.
Good conversion. He's going to have lots of stocks to work with as well when he hits the floor.
Trying to bait that super. Counter hit. Whoop. Jumps out. Koopa Claus is time to shine. Oh.
Ribcage yet to expire. He's got a little bit of pressure left in it.
Yeah, you cannot do that against Nakio. Especially with Tsubaki right there.
Koopa Claus sitting on a lot of meter. He's got even something as expensive as Dead Angle RC on deck.
Oh, no. I do not agree with that ribcage right there because he just put himself into that danger state.
With such little barrier to work with and so little health to boot, he's really got not a lot of options here. Do you think maybe slide would be a good answer here to the fireball?
Yeah, there it is. Well, the slide, it depends on when you do it, but it can get underneath the
10
fireball.
seconds left, folks. Koopa Claus has got just barely any time to secure this. Last hit confirmed.
No confirmed. Going for command grab.
Oh,
wow,
and
grab.
the throw will seal the round. Koopa Claus tying it up 1-1. Nakio had such great patience throughout the majority of that match, but Koopa Claus managing to get that knockdown in the last 10 seconds. Just Nakio he's a little shaken. He kind of let Koopa Claus go for something as risky as just walk up throw.
Now the thing is, Koopa Claus was in Exodus mode, and his ribcage was like going to run out. In that situation, Izanami cannot do 2A strings. Her 2A does not gatling into itself.
Nakio looking a little frustrated
Instant
with that
burst.
loss. He played so clean in the first game, but oh man, Koopa Claus making a couple really good reads early on. If he can establish momentum and get Nakio on the fence, I think it's going to work out really well for him because Nakio's a player who really succeeds when he's on top.
Yeah.
But if
And that ribcage again. Gonna get the knockdown, and he has plenty of barrier to work with.
Although he has bursted this round, so Active Flow isn't going to be available to him.
Yep. And there's the bananas getting caught.
Once again with the
overhead.
that's the second time we've seen it in this set. I'm kind of curious if Koopa Claus could answer back with like maybe a backdash as a reversal option.
There's that super baited. And that's big damage.
This should actually be a kill, I believe, for Nakio. Picking up the first round in the third game.
Yeah, waking up with that reversal super with Izanami, especially against Tsubaki, is so scary because her 5cc moves her forward. And whenever you get hit by a 5C starter, that is always the scariest.
It looked like Koopa Claus just instantly regretted his decision to put on Ripcage. He's like, no, stop, please.
All right, that's almost all of his barrier gone, and the charge.
Working out well once again. I think that's one of the reasons normally you see Izanami players try to hover near the top of the screen when they have Exodus out, because there's so many good ground options.
And once again, okay, instant explosion on the Ripcage. Checking the 3C airflow.
Wow, that 2-way anti-air worked out really well for him.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, running out of barrier.
Gone. Bananas, there is no way you can get out of that one. Well, there is a way, but unfortunately he was already in the air.
Nakio with a huge health advantage, almost 2 stocks, and he's got active
Overhead,
flow pushing his burst near to completion. Koopa very, very far away from his burst. He doesn't have a lot
No
here.
more barrier, man. And not blocking the overhead. And that should seal the deal unless he drops it. Koopa Claus still sitting on no barrier, slowly getting back. No punish.
It almost seems to regenerate slower when you don't have it.
And he barriers yet again.
The slide
Oh my
in the rib
goodness.
cage. Great call out by Koopa Claus. He really wants to turn this round around.
Oh, and he messes up. All right, that angle's out.
Koopa Claus with 50 meter. He could RC any hit. Oh man, he's really going one.
We're going ham right now, guys. 15 seconds left on the clock. Koopa Claus content with this zoning.
He's got the health advantage. He just needs to keep it out, not get clipped.
Koopa Claus does have the slide, and wow, reaction DP.
Perfect. Perfect call by Nakio. There wasn't anything else. Anything else
I think
that would have worked.
with the amount of times that Koopa had slid, and it did work against Nakio, that he was expecting that slide.
It does kind of get telegraphed to a point, but what could Noah have done? Or what could Koopa have done? Koopa have done. You know, there was just, it was such a tense situation. He didn't have overdrive. He didn't have any barrier for ribcage. In those situations where, especially because Nakio had a stock, you know, it's super risky for him to put Exodus out because he could have gotten EX charged again.
Well, the thing is, like we were talking about earlier, like the barrier management in that matchup is super important.
It's really tough because you can't just like leave the barrier on when you're defending.
Yes.
You know, you need to pick your key normals
Yes.
to barrier them out. Otherwise, a character like Tsubaki has such a great run, really good jam pressure.
Her DP reaches so high up in the air, especially if you're trying to play around that upper right corner above that character.
And its projectile property allowing her to negate the pinwheel off RC, just choice.
Now up next we have a beautiful dude all the way from Santa Barbara, California, and Master Steph, part of the 482 crew in Louisiana.
So beautiful dude just coming off commentary for Guilty Gear Top 8, did a wonderful job.
He was commentating with me, and we I think we did a good job, but
you guys did wonderful.
We'll see.
So Master Steph had a really strong showing throughout top 16, but you know, beautiful dude also managed to clutch out a couple really key matches.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of curious how Julian's going to adjust his play because, you know, he was saying on Twitter, I'm not really feeling comfortable right now. He's unable to get into the zone.
Yeah, no, like I mean, Julian is a very strong player, and you know, Master Steph has been using Nine's movement options very well in this current weekend. He actually ended up knocking me out of the tournament over in top 16, and then defeating his teammate Doza, who is a very strong.
That was a wonderful match to watch.
That was very strong.
Just the dynamics between two players who play each other on such a consistent basis was a really beautiful thing to watch.
But of course, Julian trains with some of the best over in SoCal. So Jonah, Nano, Breaker Dave, LPT, all these strong upper echelons of the West Coast are at his disposal.
Now, one of the things I think is going to be key here for Master Steph to kind of use Nine to her full potential is clipping Ignis whenever he has an opportunity.
The only thing about clipping Ignis is, you know, Nine has very slow normals.
Yeah, she does, but they are big. So she has the ability to hit Ignis where other characters might not have the spacing ability.
But Julian has to look out for that, and he could play footsies with that, if he's trying to hit Ignis too much.
Oh, another button check. Warming up for the second losers match here, guys. Beautiful Dude versus Master Steph. So what is 482?
482, I believe, from what I've talked with, all the 482 guys, is a team over in Louisiana, and they, train together and they play together.
So it's like a
community-driven.
Community-driven team.
Yes.
So it's like a player alliance.
Yes, a player
alliance. That's a good term.
And their team is there to represent multiple games and many fighting games, and usually it's anime.
All right, what's the stage pick?
I don't know. It's very important. There's definitely some stages that conceal some stuff that other characters do.
Like just having an all pink Ignis Relius on a pink stage.
Yeah,
and you're
something
like, oh,
like
wow.
that, or like picking the blue stage because you don't know where the corner is, and yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. I'm pretty sure the blue stage and like the forbidden altar and all that. I'm pretty sure those are banned in tournament, but
just learn the spacing.
yeah, just learn the spacing for the corner.
I actually don't look at this stage.
Yeah, it kind of hurts my eyes. Like going into the back stage of the circus.
We'll get the nameplates updated here in a second for you guys. Massive Steph starting out with an early super jump. Oh, and beautiful dude with his hallmark 2C. Extremely rated anti-air that.
Oh no. Too inside to bring him back down. He's got to get the fire. The meteors. Rolls out. Oh no. Okay.
Julian blowing an early burst. He really wants to see. Oh wow, a combo off the pinnacle slide.
Cannot roll against Relius, man.
He's got a lot of Ignis meter to work with, and that raw 4D starter is going to provide him with the knockdown he needs.
You cannot do that against 9. That is considered projectile.
9's frame 1 projectile invulnerable dash is a great answer to Rhapsody Memories, and a beautiful dude is going to be relying on it. He needs to find another tool.
Look at that damage because he was stuck at the very top. Nice throw tech.
That's like a guilty gear throw tech. Massive Steph picking up round 1, and he also cost Beautiful Dude his burst.
I mean, Beautiful Dude will get his burst back in the next round, but bursting in this current version of BlazBlue
is so punishing.
So punishing, yeah.
Lack of active flow means you're missing out on the damage and the overdrive regeneration, so really have got to be careful and pick the key moments. Ooh, jumpy counter hit.
Good jump grab once again from Massive Steph. Oh, messes up the knockdown, and the fairy will be in play. That's confirmed.
Master Stefan is doing a great job of putting out his preemptive normals, just like that. That was a great answer to what could have been an anti-air situation.
And we got a punish.
Wow, really interesting situation there.
Oh wow, trying to throw, but a little bit too far. Getting the meaty with Ignis and the side switch. Perfect combo.
Tons of damage off that raw sword starter.
Oh, missing the knockdown, and just letting Master Steph teleport out.
Baits the, oh lord, the double, the safety.
The safety. It's called the safety, man. Now, Beautiful Dude does have his OD back.
He does not, now beautifully without Ignis here. It's really, oh wow, another great air throw.
And he takes the burst, and no punish, but
it works out, works out. Master Steph picking up game 1.
Just laughing about it.
Beautiful Dude looks very frustrated after that round. He had a couple really good call-outs, like that 2C 4D option select.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's how you got to play Relius in this version, man. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to make your opponent open up themselves.
Yeah, no, yeah. So by trying to beat Relius, you de facto kind of open yourself up to Ignis. I get what you're saying.
Yes. You're trying to punish a lot of stuff that is unsafe, but, Ignis is there to back him up.
So one of the things that Master Steph did really, really great in that game was the air throws. He just recognized all these situations where Julian's, hey, I'm sitting at the top of the screen, what are you going to do about me? But 9 has such a great forward momentum on her super jump.
Oh, yeah.
He was able to grab him right out of the air. Going into game 2 here.
All right, we're starting out with that 3C into 5D.
Again with that preemptive jump E, but Julian managed to turn it around that 2C.
Oh, good block.
Overdrive for some additional pressure. Doesn't manage to get a whole lot of doll meter back, but gets a Master Steph down to about 40%.
And he's got to get the rock combo. Strange combo choice. It might have been a drop because he didn't walk forward.
Ooh, twirls right through the OD. Oh, and he tries to EA Ignis. Interesting decision there. I'm not sure where he was going with that.
Nice jump out of the command grab. Julian really likes to use it. And Ignis will be dead.
Just a sliver of health left. Yeah, not a whole lot of options for him. Oh, but he does manage to convert with the fire spell. Wow, great movement there by Master Steph trying to bait out 2C once again.
Caught jumping.
Beautiful Dude trying to turn it around, pick up at least a point so he's not going into a match point situation.
Yes. Unfortunately, this is a hard spot to get out of. One ice spell equals rock.
Both players coming up on burst. We might be able to see them use those resources in a second here.
Ooh, wow. Accidental 6B right there.
Good defense by Beautiful Dude, getting Kunzite out of the way. However, he is, oh, there comes Ignis, all the way back.
Ooh, nice win.
And with this sandwich situation, oh wow, really nice reversal button there for Master Steph as he managed to escape the sandwich.
Too far. Punish. Oh, that was a very strange turn of events.
Beautiful Dude getting caught by Kunzite. Master Steph hoping to pick up the ground here.
I'm not sure what he was trying to go for there.
A little too reliant on 2C. A little too reliant on 2C.
In that situation, I feel like I would have jumped forward to test the airspace in front of me.
Relius has access to a lot of really good rising air normals, like jump A especially.
Oh, yeah.
You might see great success if you started implementing that tool.
Gonna get the corner guy. Oh wow, just let it jump out.
Once again with an early preemptive jump 2B from Master Steph, converts in a good corner knockdown. Oh, and goes for a freeze reset. Julian's presence of mind keeping him out of the knockdown situation though.
Shades of CT Jin.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that we got the neutral, nice block on the Kun side. Julian's attention to the spells is very solid.
I think that's one of he does play against I believe Tugi plays 9, or is it Drew Truck plays 9 down in his scene, so he has the ability.
Don't they have Kaso down there also?
Yeah, they've got a couple 9 players in their arcade scene, and they've been playing the game since it came out on Nessica.
Oh yeah.
So he's had more time than pretty much anybody else in the United States to practice against these new characters, and it's showing.
And we're gonna go to a quick character select
Trying
to get that new stage. Which one is harder to see 9 on? And picking a new song. Now, the song selection in Central Fiction is definitely so strong.
I love how they have the CS1 opening.
Oh yeah.
So long as you have the CS opening, golden in my book.
That is Shinso?
Shinso,
yeah. Shinso.
All right, guys, this is 1-1, Beautiful Dude versus Master Steph. Loser will go on to fight the Arm in...
No, the loser will be sent home.
Yeah, sorry. Next coming up for you guys, we've got Havoc Nova versus Nakil, but we'll see which of these players remains in the running.
All right, Emerald into the God Hand. Oh, wow. And Ignis is just coming from 18 different angles.
Gorgeous conversion for Beautiful Dude, but doesn't quite get a finisher off of it.
No punish, okay.
Gotta hit pinwheel combos because of the OD property.
Oh, yeah. OD properties on bellies and stuff looks so cool, man. And Ignis taking that amethyst to the face.
Taking it for the team. Taking it for the team.
Hey, man.
She is merely a weapon, not a wife.
Oh, wow. Just letting him dash out of the corner.
Master Steph hoping to even the life totals here once it... Oh, all right.
All right, there we go. I like that selection.
Yeah, you know, he recognized the
TRM.
Ooh. Master Steph with a really good series here. He's got 100 meter to back up his next hit confirm.
And TRM'd again. I'm not sure what Julian is doing to get TRM'd like that.
He could be teching with C.
It's a very strange button choice. He might be using that macro to tech also because he is a pad player.
He is a pad player, that's right. And it does give him FD when it comes out of it, so unless you're using a tool like Meaty Air Throw, you wouldn't really see the TRM come out.
Yeah.
Maybe Master Steph has started to abuse what could be a beautiful habit.
A beautiful habit, yeah. Nice block on the empty low. Nice block on the overhead also.
Master Steph draining all of the Ignis meter. Beautiful dude.
It's not tech in the throw though.
Managed to find some success there, but Ignis still empty. Rock.
I actually like that. I don't like that Master Steph kind of did that. You know, just block like doing that standard block string against Relius just allows you him to block it and then get his
Ignis back. Yeah, you kind of have to capitalize on an early mix-up in that situation because you really don't want him to get the entire power of his character.
Yep.
Ooh, really good frame trap with the 2D there. Yeah, really well done. He's going to be able to convert this into super and tie it up. Last game, last round, folks.
He's tense, man. This is
tense.
this is one of the most the closest matches
of the tournament so far. They are fighting too.
All right, nice jump B to catch Ignis. Ignis actually messes up and extends the active frame to 9.
Wow, really 5B hit desummon. I guess he wanted the Ignis meter for a little bit of corner pressure here, but Master Steph with the hit confirm. Beautiful dude holding onto his burst.
Yep, meteors. Getting tagged, so the meteors actually go away.
And tag low. Works out well for Beautiful Dude. However, Master Steph is, he's coming up on his burst here, so he does have an answer to this knockdown situation.
Nice block on that below.
But the answer might just be to block and break the throw. Master Steph, beautiful defense in that series.
Oh, no punish on that Whip Crimson Raider.
Ignis is out. Master Steph needs to press his advantage. And he's doing, managed to get the burst out of Julian at least.
All right. Makes him block, so the fairy does go away. One of the few moves that go away on hit, or on block.
Now, even though he has OD, he's the reset to 3C! Master Steph knocking Beautiful Dude out of the tournament. He was waiting for the reset.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't use it anywhere else in the set.
2C, 3C. It's tricky, man. Sometimes that happens.
And then sometimes they do 2C into Kunzite.
Oh yeah,
what am I
2C
supposed to
Kunzite.
do about this, man? Come on.
It's something, but if Julian maybe played onto a stick.
Noah versus Derek.
Now, I believe these two played in like every tournament so far.
Yeah, no, they played on majors,
yeah.
For sure.
And this matchup is a very strange one just because of, well depending on the character.
Yeah, who's he going to play?
Yes.
That's right. Oh, it looks like it is going to be ECOI. And, I respect that choice. Nine's a strong character. Who better to fight her than an equally strong character?
Yes. Izuyoi, the only problem I see with this matchup is you can't really get stocks off Sonic Saber as well as other matchups because
Makes
you can
sense.
just teleport through a lot of the projectiles.
One thing I do like, though, is that Izuyoi is going to be able to use her air momentum, her air movement to navigate all of Nine's normals and kind of expose maybe bad buttons in neutral.
Right.
Early OD, he wants those 4 stocks.
I don't blame him, man.
6 stocks, sorry.
6 stocks.
I thought it was, kind of fair. I was wrong.
I mean, Izuyoi could definitely just kill you with 6 stocks. Already getting opened up.
Yeah, that early advantage. He wants to dominate momentum. He's not giving Noah an opportunity to really do anything.
Ooh. All right, just dashing out. That's a 9 special, man. That's definitely a 9 special. OD, I know you're scared, so I'm going to dash out and put you in the corner instead.
I really like that series of jump Cs from Nakio. He took that air block streak situation into a grounded mix-up, and it worked out really well for him.
I mean, that's one of Izu's biggest strengths, though, And now 6 stocks yet again.
Picking up a couple extra ones. He wants the D-Teleport and the D-Saber as an increase in some of Nine's tools in neutral.
Just getting out of there.
Noah not really setting up his fairy for success there. Is letting Nakio roll out.
Yeah, no, the fairy is definitely kind of strange. You have to remember, it's always forward, backward, and then down. A nice instant block, coming down with a JA to challenge right after.
Noah bursting out. He does still have to suffer the storm of 4 stocks left to go, though. 3. Nakio with every resource he needs to finish this round out.
And then with the Pro Riser.
Even with SMP, he should be able, easy kill.
I mean, he even used the RC to make sure he doesn't drop the Pro Riser.
Now Nakio coming into the second round with OD, and Noah, unfortunately, is lacking for a burst.
Nice catch. Inside to bring him down. Oh, wow.
Amethyst actually messing up the situation there.
The meaty rock.
Not quite invulnerable enough there.
He does have 4 stocks available to him. Trying to get a little bit greedier, getting more stocks. Nice, confirmed.
I love that TK turns that combo. That looks really cool.
Stocked it up. In the air.
Nakio.
Just doing that Australia. And that's a fatal, man. That's so much damage.
And even though he did a full combo, he's still left with 6 stocks. So, with active flow coming up, look how fast he's getting his burst back. He might even beat Noah to the burst. Okay, there it is.
I mean, Nakio is very close to getting his burst, so the next hit could potentially be the ender. He's sitting at that life total where it's just really scary to get hit by anything.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Burst coming back. And Noah actually with that neutral overdrive, not really getting a whole lot out of it.
He does have the rock. Nice block. And there's the overdrive yet again. Oh my goodness!
The teleport into uppercuts, the recipe for success for Nakiel. Oh, closes out the game.
That was really close for having Noah though.
Nakiel up 1.
I'm very impressed with his 9 play so far.
Yeah, he's done a great job of kind of keeping Izue under control. You know, he played just super well in the earlier game. He wasn't able to quite close it out, but we're still seeing him at his full potential here.
Oh yeah. Now we have having Noah with the first blood, trying to go for that 4C into Kunzai mix-up. But Nakiel now with 8 stock and chasing it down with the Crimson Raider.
Ooh, Noah confirming off of the air hit on the 5B there.
I can't believe this is still gone moving. That was awesome.
Nice block string into double fair. Oh no, he got time clock out. Ooh, block
Like a 9 special.
Yeah. You know, he wanted his fire enhance. We'll call that. A little meter short of a double super ender though.
Uh-oh. You don't let Izayoi live, man.
Ooh, I like the counter assault. It was a great answer they asked for RC.
Uh-oh. Falls out to teleport. Instant burst. I don't agree with that burst, man.
He really doesn't want to deal with the knockdown situation. He sees that Nakiel has just a normals left of health and says, I need this round.
Oh, it doesn't bait the DP.
Nakiel not really having a lot of success with the look at that grin. But like I was saying,
over there like, oh man, I just got away with like murder. Left, right?
Ooh, almost combos into the crucifix there. Now,
oh yeah, the 3CC and level 3 fire.
One thing I learned about 9 this weekend is that jumping on top of Amethyst will always carry you in the direction the Amethyst is traveling, regardless of where 9 happens to end up. So she can actually use it to push you into her.
Yeah.
If she gets you sandwiched between it.
Shades of Guilty Gear Tomb's Fireball, yeah.
Exactly. Nakiel with a good conversion here. He's a little short for stocks though. He might need to go back to the normal mode or blow an RC into normal mode transform.
Oh wow. Dropping a combo.
Alternatively, he could just go into a hit confirm off 2A. Doesn't quite get a kill though.
I mean, he doesn't really use his stocks at this point.
Yeah, he didn't even one hit. Nakiel tying up the rounds 1-1, currently on match point.
Oh man, round start into the straight slice.
Seraphim C, yeah, such a great tool at the start of the round because it is exactly 1 frame faster than 9's 5B. So 9 kind of either has to raw jump over it or honestly respect it.
Oh wow, just using that, you don't really get to see that much. If you jump inside that little
gravity field,
you just get pulled straight back down.
Oh.
I think it does like 1,000 damage also.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Great.
Fuzzy.
RC's the 5B. Nakiel wants nothing to do with that. Oh wow! What did he trade with?
That was Rock.
I mean, like, what did Nakiel do?
EA
cleans it up.
I don't think he EA'd. All right, well, that was 4,000 damage on the table. Having Noah now so close to his burst, but so far away.
Nakiel just needs to clip 1 special. Any 1 special move here, and Noah will hit the deck. Oh, great use of Amethyst there.
Oh, wow.
Noah on the verge of actually turning the score around.
Oh, and
the
then
Seraphim cleaning out the round. Great work by both players. Congratulations to Nakiel for moving on to losers finals, I believe.
Not
losers semis. Coming up next, we're gonna have PG, SKD,
No, it's going to be the ARM versus 482 Master Step. Now, the ARM was also a new addition to our team. I believe I absorbed the Team DC.
Yeah, you're like the second generation of Team DC.
Yes. Well, he's going to be up against Master Step, and I believe this is the Double Jeopardy.
They did fight each other earlier.
Yeah.
And, you know, Armando came out of it in winners, so hopefully he hasn't really changed his game plan. If he sticks to what worked the first time, chances are it'll work the second time.
I mean, you know, 9 is one of those characters where it is still very hectic, and especially with a character like Rachel, it's very... you have to play on point.
When your knockdown is centered around projectiles and a character has a frame 1, effectively a projectile reversal, you have to really change the way you approach your knockdown situation. You have to rely on kind of more basic things like normal meaty 2As, meaty throws, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, the Arm has definitely played against a lot of 9 with Genocide being from Florida also, and he's also a very strong 9. Unfortunately, did not make it to the top 24. You know, he's still quite the strong 9 player. So the Arm definitely has a lot of 9
his
experience.
character theme.
He's feeling it, the character theme?
Yeah. And character stage.
I feel it.
Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to spectate exactly how the first match between Master Steph and the Arm went down, but I imagine it was a struggle. It was a struggle because Armando is just so skilled at utilizing Rachel. I'm really curious what Master Steph has in his toolkit to answer the finesse.
The finesse of Rachel Alucard. Now, the Arm is definitely also known for a lot of bad chokes in recent times.
That's one way to put it. Wake up OD, and actually the 5-8 punish on the crouching 2A there.
Just not enough wind right there. And he catches the back dash with the A.
Putting himself into active flow.
Oh wow, just pressing buttons right after, even though Christian Rader is mad negative.
Master Steph, I'm having to eat my words here. He's the one that's dictating the pace of the game, and Armando is the one who's going to find some answers.
And that teleport to get in. George.
He has to watch out for George, though. Ooh, beautiful 2A anti-air. Really
now,
well
the Arm was actually telling me about how he challenges a lot of 9s, 1 and 2 dashes. Getting opened up. Oh no, messing the IAD.
Did he feel good about it? Did he say, yeah, I got this matchup down pat?
Well, it's more of the option select that he does whenever he's trying to catch a 9-thirds dash or double dash.
Master Steph bursts out right before the bigger part of Rachel's damage in the corner there. Doesn't want to deal with the knockdown.
Now it still has the low belly on him.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The 4 counter hit, that's a lot of damage. Arm actually going to convert this into super and pick up the first point of the game.
The Arm was looking really, really, really bad at the beginning, but then you
It was
saw
tough. You know, yeah, it was tough. And
Yeah.
it's hard to kind of get your momentum going with a character as complex as Rachel. You know, she takes a lot of gas to get up to full speed, but... And Master Steph is doing a great job, honestly, of... Oh, once again with the air throw.
Now, the Arm is definitely one of the best people that know how to use OD to its full potential. You saw him blow up a lot of 9's block strings just by ODing.
At the same time, though, Master Steph's movement, he has yet to get clipped in a way that's really disadvantageous for him. You know, he's putting out these early jump A's, these jump B's, and Arm is kind of forced to respect it and say, well, I guess I'll give you some of my barrier gauge.
He tried to actually use that Rebellion. And nice.
Great defense.
He really actually like the way he used the grab there because he knows if you put 9 into that grab situation, the elements go away. Oh, that is going to be very unfortunate.
Armando does have just a sliver of health, so Wake Up EA is an option here for Master Steph.
Wow, reset. Oh no, messed up. Next hit is Astral Territory. Oh wait, no, not just yet.
Almost. Armando with 100-meter. Unfortunately, really hard to... Oh, instant overhead. Now the life drain here is actually going to do a lot of damage, even if it is a prorated combo.
Look at that damage. Setting up the Loki.
The bats once again. Armando picks up the first game.
Look at how impeccable that corner control was, though.
It's tough. It's really tough, and Armando does it well. So Master Steph is going to have to... You know, honestly, there's a couple options, right? You can counter assault when you think she's going to jump cancel. I mean, if she doesn't just jump and block,
yeah.
but...
I mean, that's at that point, it's just the...
they're giving up their pressure, so... but there are some key moments, like, I know Armando's staying away from it, but whenever Rachel looks like low belly in the corner, 9 has the option of dashing forward.
Yes.
But so Armando is smartly not using those vulnerable options, and is forcing Master Steph to kind of play in a more universal approach instead of just using 9 specifics.
Now you see the Arm actually using that wind to redirect himself after jumping over the opponent.
Master Steph getting clipped by jump B. He does choose to use his burst and get out of the
Maybe
course
pressure,
position.
fatal counter. He's going to close the distance.
Good 5B by Master Steph, also taking away Arm's burst.
Oh wow, and the armor on the cat punch. 6A.
Corner conversion for Arm. This is actually gonna, oh yeah, the life steal.
Armando putting himself in the corner using the wind escape. And putting George down on the field.
Now, George, like we mentioned earlier, only has about 700 health, so MasterChef could use a really big crouching normal like 2C to destroy him.
2C or 3C.
Unfortunately, committing to putting yourself in hit stop like that when ARM is so ready to win forward and jump B, it's really scary.
Gotta look out for that rock.
Oh,
wow,
and
and that was the really good block from MasterChef because that was a very tricky cross-up.
ARM cleaning up this conversion.
Very nice. Blocking.
Beautiful block stream from ARM, but MasterChef even better defense. Converts the counter hit jump 2C into rock.
It's in the air. Look out for that rock.
Oh, it's a little bit too far away.
Rachel has one of the highest on-tech one-tech things on the jump C.
Yeah, they just float forever. Now with the fairy out here, oh yeah, I really like his decision to use the counter assault there because by destroying the fairy, oh, and gets burst as well. MasterChef actually, large resource advantage in this round. He's got OD coming up on 50 meter.
Unfortunately, it gets opened up by the overhead. Oh, wow.
He's got a little bit more health to work with, but Armando with that clean 6A and that IAD combo over to the corner.
No win just yet, though. That's out.
See, that's one of the knockdown situations that a regular character would have had to eat.
Oh, yeah.
But luckily, with access to that frame 1 dash, he was able to slip right between George and the Lobelia.
Nastalia once again to build back a lot of wind.
MasterChef, we're almost out of barrier here, though. He's going to need to kind of capitalize when he can. And now in a danger state, to be extremely careful about being airborne, as everything at this point is now air unblockable.
Yeah, and there's the jump B, and Armando will take it over MasterChef. Congratulations to MasterChef, though.
Oh, yeah.
Making top 8 at Combo Breaker this year.
Highest placing 9 player?
Yes.
Highest placing 9 player. All right, guys, coming up for you guys next. I apologize for my earlier mistake, but we will have waiting in winners finals. It's like we have Dogura sitting. Oh, he dropped his stick. He says it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh no.
SKD sitting down with his beautiful platinum white USB cable.
Yep. And his pad. Now, SKD, you know, a lot of players are always like, hey man, you know, his playing on stick is like way better. It's the way to go. It's the way to go.
I honestly lately have been considering learning pad.
Really?
It's just, it's easier to travel with.
It is definitely easier
It's just way easier to travel. Like, I might have to check 2 bags on my flight bag just because I play stick.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I've definitely had TSA break a lot of my sticks because I was checking.
I know, it
bags.
sucks.
Oh.
SKD rocking the bomber.
Oh yeah. Looking all nice, aesthetic. With
Now,
the PG shirt underneath.
Both sponsor shirts, both
Yes.
sponsor jerseys are in the, you know, they're a little hidden, but they're there. They're in the
They
heart.
are definitely there. Now it's going to be Azure versus Izuyoi, and we've seen this so many times before.
We saw this
Frosty Faustings. Final round.
Anime Ascension?
No, Anime Session was Breaker Day.
Breaker Day, yeah.
Final round.
And Evo last year.
Evo last year.
SKD managed to clutch out the win for America versus Dogura, so, you know, I'm rooting for him. I hope he can do it again.
Now, Dogura has the utmost respect for SKD, saying, you know, like, he's probably the strongest, he's stronger than him. That's what he's saying.
I think more than anything, Dogura finds so much success in tournament because he's a really level-headed guy.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't get very upset. He doesn't get very afraid on the tournament nerves. And he just kind of always plays at an extremely high level, regardless of the circumstance.
Yep.
Whereas SKD, his technical ability may be superior, but he's vulnerable to, you know, to the choke.
Yes.
So if he can keep his game plan clean and just...
Wow. Growler, just to test out how good your media is.
Oh, a good 2A there, or jump A there. SKD with a really early choice to go into Gainer, you know, into the RC combo.
Wanted to get a little bit extra stock, and 2 might be able to take it.
Now, SKD is just going for all the optimals here. He's managing his resources.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Woohoo! Dogura!
Jumping right out of there. Dogura is content with just sitting there, getting a little bit of meter, because once he gets that 50.
See, he's also sitting on his active flow. Yes. By getting that much burst back, even if he was to get hit earlier without capitalizing the active flow, he would have gone into the next round with a lot less burst gauge to work with.
That's a 5A. Oh no, recovered just in time, and now, that should be a round.
Yeah, Azrael putting out so much damage off that counter hit. and actually with a burst advantage moving into the round due to that active flow.
Yep.
Oh, really nice jump from Dogura.
The 5D.
Now SKD does have stellar defense, but fortunately, Dogura's offense he constructs it in a way that makes it almost impossible.
Rekka Rekka, and that's a big conversion.
He still has a weak point converting into the kick step. 4.6 massive damage for Dogura. It's coming up on OD. Both players getting their burst back.
SKD does have 4 stocks to work with, but
Dogura, Azrael's got a lot of health. So that's one thing SKD might need to keep in mind. It takes just a little bit more stocks. It's a little more expensive to kill him, resource-wise.
Yep. Oh, wow. He's dashing into the Saber.
Interesting Oki situation for SKD there. Active flow trying to get his burst back.
And that's a knockdown.
4 stocks is going to be plenty. Oh, wow. Really nice RC on the uppercut there. Dogura managed to escape the corner.
He's going to burst out. He knows that SKD could kill in that situation.
Wow.
Tricky SKD.
Tying up around 1-1 and our first game of winners.
You can see the look of determination on both of these players' faces. And the round start OD from SKD to just get those stocks.
This may not be the biggest tournament at Combo Breaker 17, but the level of anime has nothing lacking.
Yes.
Both of these guys have risen to the top of an extremely deadly competitor pool, and I'm really excited to see them showcased on BG Flexo's stream.
6A, 6D.
Into the IAG. Whoa, cross up.
And that should be it.
Dogura with a...
Oh no, up the buster.
Wait, he didn't. All right, there it is. Dogura with a perfect.
Yeah, he was going to do the Gustav to get the OTG hit.
At first I thought maybe he tried to super and didn't have any meter, but no, yeah.
That's on a different button. So SKD now down 1 round, but this
his hand is quivering. Did you see that when he tried to drink his coffee? He was like...
He shook.
He shook. Don't get shook, Josh. You can do it.
All right, OD. And I like the barrier out from Dogura.
Yeah, he managed to kind of escape what could have been a special cancel off the block string, giving SKD even more special meter.
Gonna get that weak point. And that meaty 5D.
Dogura with a strong showing in the first round of the second game.
That weak point. That's important, man. Azrael really needs that weak point.
Whoa.
Oh, punishes.
Dogura might need to buy some measuring tape for his 5C.
Dogura now sitting on another match.
Another clean round. Now this is going to be 3 out of 5, guys, so even if Dogura picks up a second game, we have another opportunity to see SKD turn it around.
Now SKD and Dogura, both of these players are deadly players when it comes to long sets. Very deadly, very calculated.
And we saw that earlier in Dogura's match in Grand Finals of Guilty Gear. He did such a great job at adjusting to Varus' game plan. Yeah. And even earlier in this set, he did a great job of adjusting to SKD's early dominance.
Yeah. And we can see right now that, he's still not afraid to block.
Perfect defense from Dogura. Oh, but get hit.
Oh, the Estrella.
Reset.
All the way off the screen.
Active flow with the damage jam. 3.7 is a lot of damage for
nice 6 feet. Transam.
He's 1 meter short of a 4-icer as well. Oh, but that 5B. Dogura with all the resources in the world. Going to go for double weak point.
Or counter hit. I know we're sitting in an Astral situation right now. If Dogura lands a hit.
Into Astral, but it's safe jump by the jump A. SKD picking up the tying the rounds 1-1.
No, both of these guys are laughing.
Man, look at that. They're just fooling around, guys.
You wouldn't even know if this was a Grand Finals or not.
I mean, that's the point of the game, right? Is to play.
Yeah, man.
Have some fun.
Oh, that's a fatal. Nice confirm, too.
And really, we're seeing a lot more of the players because they're enjoying it so much. They're really... They're pushing each other to their absolute limits, and it's this kind of competition that they live for.
Oh, wow. Tucking and actually getting counter hit. Nice block.
Good defense from SKD. However, he's not managing to figure out how to get out of the corner here. Dogura's IAD pressure is so good.
I mean, you can look at SKD's barrier right now using that the fuzzy option select.
Once again with a good block. Dogura kind of at a loss. What exactly is he going to do?
That's
Oh, Lord, the
big.
3C counter hit, and with the active flow even.
Oh no, messes it up.
Dogra with providing SKD with an opportunity to land the round, but SKD, you know, whoa.
Uh-oh.
Now,
That's a DP.
Yeah, that is definitely a DP. He wants to make double sure.
Whoa! He messed it up. He messed up the combo.
SKD a little frayed, but manages to tie up the game.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know, hey, that's the first time I've seen Dogra drink a non-cola.
Yeah,
It was
true.
Pepsi yesterday. It was Coke at Northwest Majors.
It was a Mountain Dew at Guilty Gear earlier today, too.
Oh, yeah, maybe Mountain Dew's the flavor of the day. Scores tied, folks. Dogra versus SKD, a combo breaker 2017. This is winners finals.
This is definitely one of the most more enjoyable matches that I've seen in a while. And using that 6A to get past that Seraphim C.
Look at the defense from SKD, continuously barrier IPing every single one of Dogra's normals and forcing him to end the block swing early. Uppercuts out. Dogra, though, with a huge life lead. SKD's going to need to use those stocks to convert into some high
8
damage.
stacks. Whoa! Dashing right into the
Wild
horn
frame
stinger.
trap from Dogra. Just, wow.
We got the crowd chanting with the combo.
SKD had such a great start, but you know, Dogra playing Azrael, such an explosive character, easily able to convert off those high punish situations.
And once again, in that situation, all right, SKD, folks, right now,
He's got full Ezio. Is it called Ezio? The gauge?
the gate.
Gainer gauge.
Yeah.
He's got full gainer gauge. Catches the roll with a deep jump C. Dogra choosing to burst out at a really unfortunate timing. SKD cleaning up the round for
Horizon,
her.
yep. The 1,000 damage minimum scaling on Horizon, man. Now Dogra is down a burst, and SKD's still sitting on his.
Now the winner of this will escape the 1-1 situation and go into the third game with an easy lead.
Dogra getting caught low. Yet again. I'm not sure how he's getting caught low right there. Maybe he's trying to option select out.
Could just be getting hit low too. SKD with a lot of stocks, and Dogra without a burst. He's got overdrive even. Dogra's offense does manage to cost SKD a couple resources, but Ezio is a really hard character to stop.
Oh! Alright. Using that EA. Oh wow, nice block. Definitely looked like he was gonna cross under. Ooh. Now no gain art stocks anymore.
And I believe he did absorb one of the D-sabers,
Yes.
so he does have a
Ooh.
feeling. The frame trap with the air surf.
Ooh. That's a fatal too. Oh man, SKD now up 2-1 in winners finals against Dogra.
He seems to have hit his stride. You know, he was a little flustered in the first couple games, but he's definitely playing at a higher pace now. Dogra is so expressive. Like his face, he's always making some.
Yeah, man. That's Dogra, man.
I can never tell if he's like eating like a warhead or something.
All right, SKD once again with that gain art, 8 stock.
It does cost him an early burst though, and that may be unforgiving against a character like Azrael with such huge damage output.
Gets that weak point back on him.
Oh,
And
just
that
a clean
5D.
chain into 5D. Yeah, that's really hard to beat because even if you backdash, it's such an active normal. Good reversal 4-izer for SKD. He's going to pick up a lot of damage off this.
Oh wow, actually dropping, but that's fine, I guess. The gain art once again.
Really great job by SKD meeting Dogra out of his dash there. That was one of the things we saw Doza do to great success.
Ooh, punish.
Now with OD, 4-izer is actually going to do loads of damage on the way down so long as he can finish the combo. SKD on match point. Looking to go into grand finals, folks.
Now, this is the reason why I think people should always hold on to their burst because of situations like that. You can capitalize so much off of these OD reversals.
Dogra with an early cross-up 5A. But yeah, like you were saying, Alex, overdrive and its usage has been such a long discussion about CF because, and I think it's a really good thing, you know, the creators made it a varied tool. They want you to have some personality about it.
Yes. They don't want you just to use it because you're about to die.
If it was something that would be phoned in, it wouldn't be as exciting, but it's one of the greater changes to the game. Dogura with that.
Whoa, messes up the SKD's input. And it should be a game for Dogura.
Capitalizing off the weak point to get into super here. Dogura. SKD though still on match point.
Nice, still has the burst. Multiple players have the burst. You see that OD again.
Neutral OD, we're just seeing it so much of it.
Hey man, it's strong. And right there, you thought it was going to cross under, and then he ended up in front of you. Max stock gain.
Josh is getting just so many resources here. Dogura though holding on to his burst. Okay, he wants to escape the knockdown.
I don't blame him, man. That situation is very hard to deal with.
Manages
Jumps
to
out.
get out of the Astria RC.
Using that gain art.
Very tense situation for Dogura.
They're getting tagged by that 2C. That's so much damage.
Luckily, SKD does not have Polarizer on. Zach almost didn't need to RC
Oh
that.
no! And
SKD moving into grand finals, folks. Dogura with an opportunity to return, though, using up his first life, moving down into losers. It's two of our boys, Alex. Who's got it?
it's the two of they're teammates, man.
The teammates.
We're teammates.
We're gonna see the team kill here.
But I don't know. You know, the ARM definitely had a very strong showing against Nakiel when they played at that top 24.
Yeah, top 24. Armando sealed the win. However, actually, Derek going with the Tsubaki pick here.
I think he's definitely more comfortable with Tsubaki than Izuyoi.
It's just very, very hard to control it. It's almost like it requires a character specialist.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, because
you're destroying your wrists for power, man. It's ridiculous.
So coming into this, you know, Armando has so much experience against Izuyoi too. You know, he fights SKD all the time. So this might be a matchup he's a little less familiar with. Whereas, you know, Nakiel has nothing else to learn in the Rachel matchup.
Going right into it.
Early IED from Nakiel pushing Arm into the corner.
And the Arm is getting away, setting up those battles.
Decent trade. Arm does lose a little bit of that health, but able to use his on-screen resources to secure an advantage.
Using that EX dive to just get out of the corner. That's a corner situation. Immediately burst. Wow, barely missing, and then going straight into the EX hammer instead.
Armando was maybe counting on the block stun from the charge to kind of give him time to react to the hammer, but didn't quite work out that well. And Derek, once again, going for that charge in neutral. You know, he really needs these tools to have answers to Rachel's neutral game.
And catching, wow. I love the jump forward to catch the Arm, trying to jump out and win tech.
Once again, using the drive meter to push Rachel into the corner, and the near endless pressure from Nakiel, continuously abusing Arm's defense by letting him use hammer over and over and over.
You have to challenge that hammer before it comes out. Otherwise, that situation, you're stuck in it.
Luckily, Rachel does have access to an early guard point into C. Yep. You know, it's a good answer. Maybe we'll see Armando choose to use it.
I wouldn't even try to see it. You can, with Rachel, her 5D hitbox should be able to tag that hammer.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of stocks gained for Nakiel, 2.5.
Going up to 3 here, actually, with the 5D.
Nice combo.
Armando coming up on his burst. You know, all those hits kind of racking up.
Oh, reaction. No punish.
I swear I can hear the button.
Alright, banana super.
But once again with the neutral charge, it's working out really well for Nakiel. He's just kind of holding on to it and saying, hey, this is my full screen dash.
Oh, wow. And reset it to overhead.
That was a really good timing, too. He kind of broke his momentum, broke his rhythm, and gave Arm an opportunity to make a mistake.
Alright, nice. Unfortunate.
Oh, manages to destroy the Barrel Lotus, actually, with the banana.
Yeah. Well, there was still one behind him, but, you know, it didn't really matter at that point.
Yeah, the banana's forcing Arm to block. Oh, he's contemplating. He's contemplating. Meanwhile, Derek trying to keep himself warm. Armando
kind of wait it out, kind of think about the matchup. You know, he's being exposed to things he hasn't had to beat before, like the EX charge, like Hammer. He needs to really hone down his decision making so he's not as vulnerable to tools like that.
Now, a lot of people really like to downplay Tsubaki, but you know, she's one of the stronger characters in BlazBlue Central Fiction.
Nakio wanted to play her from the very beginning of the game, and it was only recently that he kind of started playing Izuyoi, but previously, his entire career in TF, he's found success with this character. I think it's a great pick for him.
Oh wow, just getting tagged. George is in play.
Great block by the arm. Gets the punish there, robbing Nakio of his burst.
Oh, getting tagged by the Barrel Lotus Lightning Rod. Oh no, dropping the IAD combo.
The roll situation there.
Rolling right into the fireball.
Great RC for Nakio.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he was expecting the roll. That was actually a really good choice by Arm. He did end up getting clipped, but was able to escape the knockdown. Once again, a couple win back here, Tempestalia. And
it looks like Nakio has just been in complete control for this, most of this matchup. Except now we have Armando, you know, sitting in there in that position. And once again, you see that Tsubaki DP coming into play with the projectile properties on it.
Good counter assault by Arm. You know, he wants nothing else to do with that corner situation that really didn't work out well for him last time. Great rising jump B to challenge the jump in there.
And the corner slits.
Wow! Arm's execution and character knowledge here is really on full light. Into a kill. Into a kill.
Yeah. Oh, wow,
Moving into the
3 seed from Nakio.
Gotta try it sometimes, you know, especially with against a character like Rachel who needs to commit to tools like summon and neutral. Nakio with corner knockdown off of the dive there. He's gonna get a little bit of stock here, maybe not. Oh wow, goes deep on the charge.
Charge is in play, now it is gone.
It really seems here like the player who commits to the preemptive air-to-air is the one who's coming out an advantage in neutral.
Yeah.
The Tsubaki's high jump combined with her oh wow, great projectile by Arm.
Oh no, he put himself in the corner.
Counter
had to spend meter to get himself out. Big tag. Oh, and a 6A once again.
Proving to be Arm's bane, needs to kind of capitalize on the fact that it's one of the slower anti-airs in the slower overheads in the game. Lots of damage for Nakio, and actually ends up in a safe jump there. Nakio spending a lot of his barrier. He wants nothing to do with it. It's kind of funny how Tsubaki also has Tempestalia.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wow,
Gets hit by
that Lobelia. It's always so hidden in the
yeah,
cows.
but you actually can't see it. You actually can't see it. Nakio tying up the score is
one game away from knocking the Arm out of the
away.
And you know, this is a pretty bad situation for Arm because his burst will not be coming back for a while.
Does successfully defend against the 6A there, but Hammer not really having an answer for it. Iris also missing the punish on the DP there. There is landing recovery.
Oh yeah.
Really, the showcase in top 24 was all about how Arm had a mastery over the Izuyoi matchup. In comparison here, Derek is doing a wonderful job of just pushing Tsubaki into Rachel mercilessly.
Oh yeah. Now we see a lot of this Lobelia. Oh, nice confirm.
Off the Barrel Lotus. Mono picking up some clean damage and active flow as well.
Barrel Lotus is so strong in this game, man. It's ridiculous. And nice bait on the counter assault, but no. Gonna try DP again.
Once again,
oh my God!
Uppercutting, but Armando with the answer into OG Super. This will be the game. Armando tying up the score counter. One.
Oh no! He stops it! This is super detrimental.
He does win tech backward, escaping the knockout situation. However, Bananas is going to give Derek the pressure.
Oh no!
Into Hammer once again. Armando, you can do it, man. Come on, tie it up.
Oh no!
5 for 5, 6 for 6. I've lost count, Alex. Come on.
We got the Banana Super Seas. Has to hold this. Nice
Wise
jump
out of the throw there, yeah.
Ah! All right.
Now winding it down here is going to give Armando full screen pressure, even though he's at the top of the screen.
We can see the look on both of their faces.
Where did that
Oh
come
my
from?
God.
So Armando is telling me that because you wind it straight down, it amplifies the ricochet.
Oh!
And it bounces like super high into the sky. And when it comes down really late like that, it just creates the
Jesus.
most interesting frame trap.
The one that saved it all.
Brilliantly done by the Arm. What a great game.
That's something that you save for nationals.
Save for now.
Oh, absolutely ridiculous. And we're going into the final match versus
Game 3, everybody.
Vernacular and the Arm.
Made it the greater EXC win.
Yes.
Arm with some early pressure, catching Nakia with a 2B chain there. Whoa, Barrel Lotus actually catching Nakiel's run. And Armando converting this into a corner knockdown. I think he's kind of figured it out. You know, he knows what he needs to do to beat Tsubaki now.
And he drops the combo again. And Derek is just so fine, just matching that 2A.
Now he does have a lot of meter to work with, but it came at the cost of so much health.
Oh,
so
yeah.
unless he capitalizes on these stocks, there it is, win backdash. Now Armando wasn't really using win backdash earlier, but it's definitely getting a lot of mileage these days.
I mean, Rachel is one of those characters where if you don't know how to do it, win backdash or win tech forward, it's definitely a very strange thing because she's going to hit you in the recovery of your meeting.
I mean, especially mid-screen, there's not really a whole lot most characters can do about it.
Yeah.
Wow, just all the stocks.
4.7K
So much
right there.
damage for Nakiel.
And Armando with so much time on the overdrive.
Basically infinite win meter here. The Sylphie gauge and its management is one of the things that Armando does brilliantly, and I'm really excited.
Ooh. Yeah, didn't barrier. Ended up getting shipped out.
It's a loaded chip from Tempest LA too.
And
All
now
the hits have such high
we're in a
hits.
reverse situation where the Arm is now on match point.
Nakiel converting off that crouching confirm. 5B into 6BB. Armando just a second shy of his burst. Next to confirm.
6BB.
Armando, he's got it now. He's got it. He's not getting hit by hammer anymore. Unfortunately, now it gives Derek an opportunity to kind of use his other mix-up tools like command grab.
Oh, and there it is. The thing with Rachel's EA is because of win, it actually moves her forward so much.
Yeah, but her ability to win during the EA animation gives her the ability to kind of control its range. So. Active flow up for the Arm, but Derek's really got the advantage here. He's got tons of stocks to work with. Yep. Right into super.
Look at that damage. Ugh, just off grab, 3K.
Now the first super there, I mean, everything he did was burst safe, and it's really good by him because Armando is going to be looking to use his burst to reverse the momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Great call out by Nakiel with that early IAD.
Stops the combo though, and gets counter hit for trouble. Very good position for the Arm right now. Oh man, using an early burst, trying to get that damage.
Definitely got all of his win meter back, which means he's going to be able to use just about as many instant overheads as he wants in the knockdown situation. But Nakiel turning around with 6A.
You may have instant overheads, but I have an overhead of my own.
Some genre of overhead.
Yeah, she drops the knowledge on you, man.
Nakiel on the verge of closing out the round. He's got super. I don't know if it's going to kill, though. Ooh. Not quite. Armando with one chance. Wake up OG. Punishes with a 5A.
Gets the corner switch. Oh, no, too far.
Doesn't get the dash on the 6B.
Oh, jump B hitbox.
Nakiel cleaning it out. And the boys hug it out. Well played.
Ooh.
Gets his revenge for top 24 Nakiel.
That was a good match, dude.
Proving that he has. It's been a while since he's been at this far. At this level of a tournament.
Yes.
But he has a long history of being one of America's strongest. So excited to see him find success like this.
You know, he was the top 8 American at the Evo BlazBlue.
And now versus our lone and strong Japanese demon, Dogura.
And we have Kid Viper in the back giving our buddy some water.
Now I wonder what Nakiel's going to do here. You know, he has seen evidence that Dogura is weak to Izuyori.
But that's I don't know if he's comfortable playing against a person of Dogura's caliber with Izuyori just yet.
I'm thinking that
he seems so much more comfortable with Tsubaki. Yeah,
he ends up going for the Tsubaki pick, yeah. And then it's a fair
They went for the fist bump, and then he took his hand. And
Now, some people have brought this up to me. They're like, oh, why doesn't Nakio shake hands before games? And it's literally just because he gets tense. He gets tense, and the handshake kind of, it makes him a little uncomfortable. So the fist bump, keeps it clean. But he'll always go for the handshake after the match. So. Ooh, catch the back. Good exceed excel, putting Nakio into active flow state.
Getting a little bit of stocks from the short amount of time he was in the EA.
Dogura, though, was hoping to...
What a fast-paced match.
Nakio's capitalizing on every hit confirm. Catches the no tech. That was actually good on Dogura. He let himself get blue beat and teched out of the corner.
Ooh, getting overhead. It's
60.
Wow, nice one under. Putting Dogura into the corner now and dropping the knowledge on him.
Great presence of mind from Nakio there, escaping the corner and putting Dogura actually in the corner.
We have 2 stocks.
Blocks the uppercut. Oh, but that falling jump B situation is so nasty.
I love how Nakio is just so content with the blocking high.
The conversion off that jump C counter hit.
That's yeah, man. That's Nakio.
Beautiful.
He is an experienced player.
He's a god.
He is a god.
He's a god.
He's a god.
Nakio's a god.
He's a god. A lot of people really discredit him because, he's not been doing too hot in a lot of the tournaments, but,
He never suffered for lack of skill. I will say that.
Oh, yeah.
But Dogura, he is such a high wall to climb, and Nakio is going to need to do everything that he's capable of to come out on top of this matchup.
And that overdrive, finally getting opened up by that overhead.
Catches the no tech. That's a huge punish for the tech respect, actually. And actually, with super as an option to end, doesn't go for it.
Oh, wow. C, delay C.
Gets the corner swamped, all right. And goes for the low this time. Tsubaki's output for damage without spending stocks isn't super high, but gets the extension there into a really interesting safe jump with the jump D.
Is it going to hit? No, it's too slow.
Scud punishment is a little slow, even after they sped it up, so... What's going to be? Dogura putting himself in the corner.
Oh, wow, just 5A check. Getting hit by that 2-2D. Oh, no! Right.
EA gets him
Slow
out.
EA.
Nakio with just a sliver of health. He does have a lot of resources, though.
Getting tagged.
Spends all of it. All of it. Dogura not wanting to give up the game.
Super. Oh, takes the counter assault also.
Beautifully done. He does have a great uppercut. Now, one of the things that's amazing about Azure uppercut is that it is humongous.
It is huge. The only problem with that is you can low profile.
Yeah, it doesn't have the greatest hitbox starting up, but oh man, Dogura, early disadvantage in this round. He's got little to no burst.
Getting tagged.
Great conversion off of the jump B there.
There it is again.
Oh, what's the punish? Wow, 5C6C is going to lead to massive damage. 3.8 for just about no stocks.
Yeah, meterless. Ooh, nice DP. Shades of level 5 deep fan.
And you'll notice here that Nakio doesn't have an opportunity to build stock in neutral. Dogura's not giving him any time to think or breathe.
Yep.
And it's something that's worked out really well because without that special character resource, Tsubaki suffers.
Nakio does have overdrive stock. Banana super.
And with the super, he builds so much stock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Gets crossed up by the 5A into OD. He's got high weak point with super as well. This could be a lot of damage for Dogura.
He's dead.
Into super. No, Dogura taking the first game of the set.
That was impressive, man. I think Nakio was trying to TP RC, but Dogura dashing behind him, actually messing up his input and actually getting counter hit for his troubles.
Even off jab, Azrael's damage with OD is just so so high. It's through the roof. Nakio needs to be extremely careful. Oh, the no tech punish, and Dogura picking up high weak point and an easy 2K and the corner.
And that's 6A.
Now 6A, one of the better parading starters for Azrael, so this is going to be quite a bit. Nakio with no burst waking up. It's going to
That
be
2D is plus from Azrael. Nice block. I like how Derek stood there because he was waiting to see if Dogura was going to DP or not. A little bit too far. Wow, the footsies with 5C. Astro's 5G actually pushes him back a little bit while he
He
readies
kind of
his-
leans out of the way, yeah.
While he readies his leg, so. Ooh, nice.
It also happens to recover pretty fast from a visual perspective, so giving him the ability to 6B there.
Nice block. And challenge.
Lots of IBs, and wow, great punish on the C charge there from Dogura. Goes for double weak point. Now, one of the things that Azrael has access to is actually an unblockable with double weak point.
Oh yeah.
As the super is only punishable in the direction opposite of the weak point. But if he's got both on you, you actually just can't block it.
Yep. I mean, it is not fully invul, that super, so you can actually dead angle if he
Right,
puts
and
it
hit
into a
him.
block stun.
And additionally, with the addition of guard cancel overdrive, it gets pretty messy.
Oh yeah.
Great stagger pressure from Nakio. He's keeping Dogura locked down.
Oh no, and that's
The clash! The clash!
not sure what happened there. That Dogura's, Azrael's jump B has such a strong hitbox
So-
behind him and below him.
I think what happened is, you know, Tsubaki's 2C is really good, right? But it doesn't hit behind her.
Yes.
And luckily, the back part of Azrael's jump B is all red. You know, it's all hitbox and very little hurtbox. So they just stuck the hitboxes into each other and got the clash situation. Now Dogura up to what? I mean, Alex, what adjustments do you think Nakio can make here?
Well, Dogura has been, Nakio was playing it very strongly. He was blocking every one of his, single one of his overheads and meeting him properly. Was not afraid of the DP at all. But whenever, when Dogura first started using his first DP, he's only DP once, or landed the DP once against Nakio, and it put like the fear of God into Nakio. I feel like he needs to calm down just a little bit and play more patiently.
One thing that we are seeing is Nakio sticking to DP in like a lot of kind of wake-up situations where, I mean, Azrael has to stick to staggered strings. He can't keep it gapless. So there might be an opportunity to use uppercut as a reverse into the block string.
I agree.
Goes for the throw. Dogura forced to burst out. Doesn't want to lose the round. Ooh, good defense.
The Rekka.
Into super. Luckily, the super doesn't do too much. It is highly prorated.
Oh, counter hit. No confirm.
Both players had a sliver of health, but Derek's the one with the meter.
Nice. Base out that DP.
Dogura gets a little flustered. You know, maybe a little bit too confident coming into this with a 2-match lead.
I mean, it's fine to throw a couple games just to see how your opponent is reacting or whatever. Oh, wow, the walk backwards 2D.
All that Street Fighter is getting to him. 3.5 for Dogura, and oh, great late 5A to catch the jump there. Really well done beating the fuzzy jump.
Oh, man.
I thought that combo. Counter hit 5A.
Whoa! That's some matchup knowledge.
Dogura tying up the round counter. Oh, wow, whiffs!
If Derek can bring this back.
Ah, gets crossed up by jump B. Nakio on the verge of being eliminated, and Dogura really hoping at a second chance at SKD here.
Nice.
Woohoo! Hammer.
Oh, wow. Super jump A. I'm not sure if that really accomplishes anything.
The 2B normal is getting so much work out of Dogura here. But goes for the follow-up, doesn't get a punish.
Too far, yeah. Top. Wow. That's supposed to be a 2-hit, right?
Nakio's looking very, very flustered. He might be very dangerous for him to get knocked down to the corner here. Once again, relying on uppercut.
Oh, and the cross under off the emergency tech. Shades of net play.
Now he does still have a weak point on him. Oh, great throw from Nakio. Now he is working towards 50 meter. Unfortunately, Tsubaki's chargeless damage output is pretty low. And now it's Dogura's turn to show him what he can do in the corner. Whoa, crosses up the
And
counter
that's gonna be an
assault.
Astral.
A very clean, dominant 3 games for Dogura. Congratulations to Nakio for getting third. Just such stellar play throughout the tournament.
Yeah, no, this is not an easy tournament.
He's
too.
done well to come this far. And honestly, if you're gonna lose to any 2 players, let it be Dogura or SKD.
I definitely agree. And up next, we have our grand finals. We have Cyclops Dogra
versus Panda Global SKD. And guys, let's give our competitors a hand. SKD has done so well to come this far versus Dogra.
Dogra. And you know, these guys have a long
Hold on,
history
he's got to
together.
check Twitter. He's got to check Twitter. Hold on. He's like, I'm spooked, guys.
I'm
I'm spooked. Send me. Come on, Koichi, send me the matchup knowledge.
Wait, who's the best Japanese Izuyoi?
Isn't it Koichi? Or
I don't think it's Koichi.
Tente, sorry.
But I don't think Tente can match up with the amount of option select that SKD has developed for like 18 different characters.
Players overseas have given him recognition for so long, and it's nothing if not deserved.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's kind of brought the character to life in a way.
Even when she wasn't as strong as when she wasn't as strong in the first version of CP, he definitely still made her work.
All right, guys, first game of Grand Finals BBCF at 2017 Combo Breaker. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
Let's do it. And we're going to be playing on the final boss stage.
What a fitting scenery
man.
for Dogra versus SKD. SKD with an early 4-stock, 6-stock lead.
Jesus. And he's messing up that media a lot. Dogra's just checking it with that 5A.
Right, yeah. SKD going into game art. He has a huge advantage here in terms of just momentum. Pushing the game art. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That JAA.
SKD waiting out with the Zephyr and hold there. Dogra coming up on 50 meter. Oh, not quite though. And that fatal starter is going to be everything SKD wanted into Polarizer. A perfect SKD saying, this
sending
is
a message,
my
man.
grand finals. My grand finals.
Welcome to Chicago, dog. She's not even from Chicago. All right. Wow.
Reset into throw. SKD with such a shift of momentum here. Coming off of what was a very, very close winners finals. This is just so dominant. Dogra is going to need to pull something out.
Oh, wow. What is a corner chaser? Dogra is feeling some sort of way right now.
Still plenty of stocks left. Dogra, really the decision here is going to be when does he use his burst.
Woo!
Woo-hoo-hoo! So, a little bit of background, guys. For those of you who do not know, Uppercut is teleport cancelable in Overdrive. There's really not a lot that can be done. But Dogra actually coming out of the situation not too poorly.
Well, we're in this astral situation now.
100 meter, but SKD has every single wake-up option in the game, really. Oh! Into Polarizer, that will be a clean counter hit punish. Into death, SKD with a clean, quick game one. Oh, see, check the notes, check the notes.
Tente's like, oh, you gotta do
Tente's
this.
like, okay, back that shirt. Yo,
if she does 2C, just hold it.
Here, let me check his Twitter. Dogra. Man-eater. We'll check later for you guys.
Okay. So going into the second game with a dominating performance from SKD.
Now Dogra is in losers. You know, he doesn't have any life to spare. He needs to close this out before SKD manages to seal 3 games. Goes for the no-tech punish. Dogra getting out.
All right, going in Dinart. Using that double jump to his full advantage.
SKD
down.
is just supremely showcasing why Izuyoi is one of the strongest characters in the game, and it's because her momentum is uncontrollable from a defensive perspective.
Oh yeah.
There's just so little you can do. Dogra, though, with a great reset into 5D.
SKD's trying to end this fast, man.
If he can keep it going and keep the burner hot, keep the jets, flaming, Dogra won't have an opportunity to adapt.
Oh yeah. And
Dogra,
Transam actually saving SKD right there, getting a trade with Dogra's 5A.
SKD on the verge of game 2.
Nice block on that 3D.
Dogra playing a little bit of neutral. He really doesn't want to block any sabers here and give SKD an inordinate advantage.
Now the thing with Izuyoi though is her execution is so ridiculously high. You can ask SKD about a lot of the stuff that he has to do for a lot of her optimal combos and to blow up option selects, and he'll be like, yeah, I like break my wrist.
He has stated a couple times like he like straight up apologizes to players that try to play on stick.
Yeah.
Dogra though trying to get a round here. Wake up Transam. He does have 50 meter. Oh,
Got it back then.
I like the 5A. That was really nice. Into dive kick.
Woohoo! Wow.
Into super. Dogra tying up the round counter. He blocked the jump
too, like, so late.
Yeah.
So late. It was like basically plus.
All right, both these players 1-1. Doing a side switch. Dogra will take the corner with the high weak point.
Now the overdrive, giving SKD the ability to react to the 5D there.
That is Freya.
Now I believe SKD is actually using an overdrive OS there, actually, to react to the gap. And so for those of you who don't know, if you hold all 4 buttons, you'll get overdrive in your next available frame. So you input barrier and then input the other 2 and then go back to neutral, and you'll get OD the second you leave block stun. So against a character like Azrael who has to stagger into his mix-up, it's a great way to react to the mix-up. Ooh, and one of the great things about Azrael's uppercut there, putting SKD in the corner.
Now we have an Astral situation again.
What's it going to be? Dogra needs a big, big clean hit. SKD has no burst.
Oh, there we go.
Into the 5A. Gonna have to play around the burst here. Oh, unfortunately wasn't able to finish the combo before it came back.
Yep, there it is.
Into Astral!
Second Astral of the week.
Joshin!
This gives Dogra.
He's still quivering.
Is he cold or
no, dude, he's on fire. That's what he is. He's got 300 gallons of adrenaline going through his
God,
veins.
it's an entire. Oh no! Somebody clip that. Somebody
We will.
clip that.
We'll clip it.
This boy is shook.
This boy is no. He's doing the shaking.
Yeah, he's doing the shaking.
Yeah.
I mean, the execution definitely takes a toll on your hands. You know.
SKD with a 2-game lead. Dogra is his last opportunity to turn it back, and a start for 5A is one way to do it.
He dashed forward against the Seraphim C. That's ridiculous.
ODs. Oh, against the 6C chain.
But look at the stock from Izayoi.
She's got so many resources to run back this neutral situation, even if it starts off as like a D-Saber.
Oh, that's big. Counter H up C.
Unfortunately, one of the things that ECOI did lose coming into this game was the ability to spend more stocks to do more, like a lot more damage. You know, she doesn't have the big EX Saber anymore, so the combo route's kind of gone. So unfortunately, he's just kind of have to keep using it in a neutral and mix-up situation.
I mean, she's such a strong neutral character. I don't believe that, you know, her damage output could be anything that you have to worry about.
Up all the way up to a full stock gauge. Dogra picking up the DP there.
Nice block.
Jump A is
pretty good.
12. It's good. We'll say that.
Whoa!
Into the cross-up Astria. Now Astria does. Oh man, that was
disgusting.
That was
Nobody
gross.
blocked that. Nobody blocked that.
Yeah, nobody clipped that either. I don't want to see it again.
I don't want to see that for the rest of my life.
Great 2-way catching the landing recovery there.
Okay. Oh wow.
Frame traps with the buster. SKD needs to be extremely careful. He does not have that much health that he can ignore Azrael's humongous damage output.
We got double weak point. Oh no, getting tagged low. That's a lot of damage.
It's the super.
Yep.
Oh my lord. Nope. The minimum damage, more than enough. Dogra with an easy perfect.
I don't think that was that's not cool, man. That's not cool, man.
What, you don't like the damage? Come on.
That's not cool, man.
What else is he gonna do? He's not gonna throw D-Sabers at you, that's for sure.
Well, SKD with the 4-stock lead
Oh,
against
and
Dogra
the
right
safe
now.
jump C off the IAD there leads to just so many resources for SKD. This could be the tournament, folks. This momentum shift is everything Joshin needs.
Now, Dogra is using that Sentinel Dump on Wake Up to try to blow up a lot of SKD's option play.
The conversion of 5D there.
The only problem is that SKD, instead of trying to do the option play on his...
The counter hit 5C, that's the tournament, ladies and gentlemen! SKD is your Combo Breaker 2017 BBCF champion! Ah, he did it!
He finally did it!
He did it!
He finally did it! It's been like, what, like 2-3 years?
He's back!
He's back, baby!
He's back!
Nut Boy!
Nut Boy is back!
PG Nut Boy!
Congratulations to Joshin Hart.
Nobody deserves it more than this
It's
man.
so wonderful to see him at the pinnacle of competitive BlazBlue once again. He's done it in such a stellar fashion.
Look at the boys.
Ah, the boys!
The boys are back.
Ah, the boys. But, you know, on the same hand, without Dogra here,
to provide us with the competition at the
Yes.
level that he brings, I don't think America would be as good as they are today.
No, definitely not.
You know,
And,
it's only because of Japanese players coming out that we've been able to get better like we have.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you know, Combo Breaker is definitely one of the best avenues where a lot of the Japanese players can really come out and, you know, present themselves.
There's so many games here that even players who might only play Vampire Savior, only play Injustice, you know, they have a venue for just as much as the players that play all the games.
Yeah, no, this is like a major for Skullgirls players.
Yeah. And so we're going to the top 8 ceremony here, guys.
What a match.
What-
That was a straight
No,
3-0.
no. What a tournament.
What a tournament,
What a
yes.
tournament. What
We
a
had tournament, we had upsets, we had explosive, fast-paced matches.
We had nice, measured, like, very, very, very patient footsie situations. It just really showcased everything that's wonderful about BlazBlue.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, we have the beautiful dude, Koopa Claus.
Coming in at 7th for a tie.
I believe Havoc Noah, Master Steph,
Tied for 5th.
and then the Arm, and then the Nakio, Dogura, and PGSKD.
What a beautiful jersey. Shout outs to is it competitive? Metathreads for their beautiful work on the PG's
Yes.
jersey. Looks so nice. We got to hit them up.
We gotta cut him out?
Hit them up.
You hit him up?
Hit them
All
up.
right.
Yeah.
We got
Team
it.
XE jerseys. Got to hit Metathreads.
And, of course, we have Exia leading the top 8 ceremony.
He did a wonderful job running all of the higher tier brackets this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Great. You know what? I think Combo Breaker does more than anything that I love. They reward the volunteers.
Yes, they do.
There's
And
our champion, folks.
And look at you hear the crowd just screaming, congratulating SKD.
I have no other words. He did a wonderful job. It was beautiful to see him play. We'll see you at the end of Devo.
We'll see if he can face the stream with his. Yeah, there we
Show
go.
me that trophy. All right. Doger just wanted to touch it. He just wanted to touch it.
That should have been mine.
Hey, he got a Guilty Gear one, you know.
Well, guys, it was a very exciting tournament.
I loved it. I love Combo Breaker. This is amazing.
This is amazing.
This is my first year, folks, and it will be
Many more.
Many
will come.
more.
Yes, many more will come. And we actually got these ties over at Walmart.
Yeah,
And
shout
we're
outs to
just, like,
Walmart. Shout
wearing
outs to
these, why not?
Portillo's.
Yes.
Shout outs to Portillo's.
We have like everything over here. It's a resort, man. We have a golf course behind the building.
So, Combo Breaker has been a wonderful experience for me. I know it's been a wonderful experience for you. You guys need to come. That's
You
all I
guys
got to
need to
say.
come,
You
yeah.
need to come.
And thank you for BG Callisto for hosting this great tournament with a great stream.
BG Callisto has been one of the stream runners that for the longest time I have held in the highest respect. He's done a wonderful job, and it's just been such a pleasure to work with
Oh,
him.
yeah. And
Thanks.
that's going to be it. I am Nobody XE.
My name's Angelo DeGrandis.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Yeah. We'll see you later.